Once again, hello everybody, welcome. Tonight we're going to talk about present simple before we start. So, you know the drill. I try to keep the classes interactive, so if you want to raise your hand or type me, I'll give you access to use your microphone and we'll have some conversation together during the class. And others who don't want to talk for any reason, you can chat, you can type with me during the class. So go ahead and type me, and I'll give you permission to speak. So I ask you some questions, you can freely use your microphone. So if you want, let's type me. So I'll give you permission to speak. No audio, okay, that's fine. Google, okay, perfect. And don't worry, don't be shy. Very good. Laurie Millen, sure. And people can join us. No, it's an English class. We will not study calculus. Kojic, yeah? I think I remember your name. Kojic. Okay, perfect. Yeah, prime. So I'm going to ask some questions. So don't be shy. Just type or say whatever comes to your mind. Okay? No one will judge you. You're here to learn. Never forget that. Me, Margot, Khalifa, and Akshaik. We listen and we don't judge. Don't judge each other. Very good. Okay, and last one, Marshall. So let's begin here. Present simple. Who can give me? I mean, all of you should do that. So can you give me a brief definition, explanation, example, whatever about present simple? What is present simple in your own words? Whatever. Example, definition. You can Google it. You can use whatever you know. Just type whatever you think, and that's fine. Present simple. What is it? Let's go.
Uh, it's like when you are talking or when you are talking about an action that you are doing uh, right now or that is com- common.
Uh huh. So you said things happening right now. Am I right?
That yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or
It's
things
not
that
that
are
we
so frequent that happen all the time.
Uh
Like
huh.
for
Okay.
example, birds flying or a, a fish swim.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's go with Margot. So I'll call you one by one. Don't worry. Okay, Margot. What do you
All
think?
right. All right. As I know, present simple, we use this tense when we talk about things that we do regularly or as a habit, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
when we talk about facts.
Uh huh.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
Am I
Sure.
right?
That's nice. Very
Good.
good. Very good. Facts and habits. Okay. Two key points here. So let's go next one. Who wants to talk? I think Alberto Masquel wants to talk. Alberto. Okay, I think he cannot hear us. Let's go with someone else. I think Rick, Kojic, anyone else. So let me read the chat here. Present tense is a present simple is a tense from which we use to give information. A tense in English that describes activities that happen repeatedly, usually as a habit, as a friend said, or something that is considered to be a solid fact. Again, or tuning throughs. Okay. Who's next? I wanna hear Lori Million. Okay, Lori Million. Marshall.
So basically, the present simple is something that is true in the present, right? Like,
Technically.
for example, I'm 20 years old. That's what we're talking about, right? The present simple.
Mm-hmm. Okay, could be. So what about Laura Millen? They want to hear you.
To be honest, I have no clue how to
Okay,
give
that
an
will do.
example or
Mm-hmm.
hmm?
Okay, nice. What about examples? Can you give me some examples?
Example, they are very simple. Like can be like I work at London. That could be an example. She works at the store department is another example. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm using she works is already a structure for present simple. I
Uh-huh.
work. He works. She works.
Interesting. Okay, perfect. Principle is an action started at the moment and is still happening. Are you sure? Same question here. So let's do that. So first of all, we have this overview. Let's have someone read it for us. For example, Koijik. Yeah, Koijik. Could you?
I have a question. Sorry,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Sure.
About present simple. Is it like similar to what's called pronouns? Yeah. Like for example, he, him, they, them. No. Like I thought.
He, him. So you can use pronouns. I didn't get the question. Could you repeat that?
I just said like I thought it was similar to pronouns somehow. Like some words. Like he. Isn't this like he? It's from. Oh gosh, bro. I don't know. Never
Okay.
mind.
Okay. Yeah. Let's read it. We will see. So can I have Koijik? Yeah, Koijik. Can you read it for us? Overview.
Hi, yes, sure.
And others,
Okay.
please mute yourself so we don't have different sounds here. Thank you. Okay.
The present simple is one of the most essential grammar points in English, used to describe habits, routines, general truth, and scheduled events. By the end of this lesson, you'll be better able. Can we say so?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. You'll be you'll be better able to use the present simple naturally and fluently in your daily conversations.
Thank you. So the point here, you will be better able. It means right now you know you have some knowledge of this about this grammar topic. You can use it, but you will be better able to use this. Use present
Mhm.
simple naturally and fluently. Yeah. Okay. So what is the present simple? So thank you. Let's go with someone else. Let's go with Sasan. I think.
Uh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Of course, friends say something, but I want to add something else. That is something that is always true, we can say.
Uh
Like
huh.
the water, as an example, we can say that the water boils at 100 degrees, something.
Uh
So it is
huh. Very
always
good.
true.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Facts. Can we call them facts?
Yeah, fact.
Very
Yes,
good.
yes. About the
Yes.
fact.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Something our
Okay.
friends and Margot, I can remember, mentioned that. Yeah, perfect. Very good. So, could you read this for
Thank
us?
you.
What is the present simple? Could you read the text?
Uh, Read the text.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Just read it. What is the present simple?
I said that it is something that is, as you complete my sentence, that it is something that is always true or, as a
Yeah, no, no,
fact.
no,
That's
no.
it.
Because we are doing based on the PDF, so we are step by step. So just read it if you want, or someone else. That's fine. Okay, Kojik, you can continue.
Continue what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, just continue. Just read it. Read the page. Read the PDF.
Okay. The present simple tense, you mean from the
Yes,
beginning?
yes, yes.
Yeah, what is the present simple? The present simple tense is one of the most fundamental tenses in English. It is used to describe facts, habits, routines, and general truth. Example sentence. The sun rises in the east. I go to the gym every morning. She loves chocolate.
Uh huh. Thank you.
Why do
So
we use it?
no, wait. Why do we use the
Mhm.
present simple? So let's have some keywords. Okay, so just type. Let's type it. What are the keywords we can use for this topic? Like, why do we use? Well, for example, our friend said facts. Okay, what else? Like the sound? Uh huh. Yeah.
Habits.
Yeah, just wait after that, sure. Facts, habits, routine, regularly. So, no, not adverbs, no. I'm talking about keywords. Regularly, of course, is an adverb here. Information, daily life, routine, habit, facts. You're missing something. Everyone. We have how many people?
Okay.
We have 57 people. So 57 messages. Margaret Sheila, no, that's
Bebe.
perfect. Sarik, yes.
Bebe. Or what do you mean?
The keywords of this, for example, habits. We can.
Was there something left?
Yeah, something is left. Yeah, something is missing.
Are you sure? I thought that we covered all.
No.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Every. So okay. So let's read it. You will see. Okay, Rick, you want to read? Yes.
Me?
Just me?
Rick.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Uh,
Okay, Rick.
why do we use the present simple? The present simple is used in the following situations: facts and general truths. Water boils at 100 degrees, and the Earth orbits the sun.
Continue.
I continue.
Yes.
Habits and routines. He wakes up at 6 a.m. every day. We play football on Sundays. Permanent situations like they live in New York. She works as a teacher. Scheduled events, timetables. The train leaves at 7:03 p.m. The store opens at 9 a.m.
Yeah. Thank you. So yes, you covered most of it. Fact, journal truth, as a friend, give the same example. Water boils. Habits, routines. I do this every day. I wake up at 6 p.m. Permanent situation, like she works as a teacher. We can say that. But the best one is the schedule events. The train leaves at 7:30 p.m. Timetables. Yeah, something for example for
Timetables, yeah.
flights, for trains, for buses, whatever. We can use it. There's something another good use of present simple. Also, we use present simple when we use storytelling. Yes, of course. If it's in present, we can use that. Or if in past, we have a specific grammar called narrative tense. If I'm not mistaken, how you narrate, how you use a storytelling with past verbs like in the past, but in the present, yes, of course, we can use this. A structure. So the structure is pretty easy. Affirmative means
Yeah.
positive. Subject plus base verb like s or es for he, she, it. You know that. We just skip it. Like I work, she works, or the dog barks at night. A negative, we use not and do does. I do not, we can say don't. We use contractions. I do not, I don't. He does not, he doesn't. Uh-huh. So one thing, questions, what is the other name for questions? Like for example, affirmative sentences, negative sentences, something sentences.
Interrogation
Interrogative, very good. And what does it mean? Interrogative, interrogation.
question.
Normally you see some detectives asking you where were you last night?
Mhm.
What they are interrogating, like asking you questions. Yeah. So another name of questions we can say interrogative sentences. You may see in some textbooks. Again, pretty simple. Do does. Do you speak English? Does she like sushi? These are easy. What about the spelling rules? For example, you know that we say she. For example, I'm typing in the chat. She plays, but she studies. So what's the problem? What's happening? She both of them have Y. Yes, study has a Y, play has a Y too. But she plays with that formation dictation, but she studies with the other one. So how is it possible? What's the rule behind it? What's the reason behind it? Let's see if you know. She plays with Y, but she studied with IES.
Uh, because the place before the end they have the consonant,
Uh huh.
and the others is the before the is the is the before the end is the vowel, or that's right.
Very good. Yes, you're close. Exactly. We have a perfect structure. We call it CVC. So, do you know what it stands for? CVC. Let's see if you know. If I has A, E, U.
Consonant,
Very good. Yeah, go on.
consonant, verb, consonant,
What is this one?
Vowel.
Vowel.
Very good.
vowel,
Vowel.
vowel,
Consonant, vowel, consonant.
consonant,
Vowel.
vowel,
CVC.
consonant,
Some of
consonant.
them
Yeah.
use like this. It doesn't matter. So, when we have something like this, for example, in different grammar, like big. You want to say he is. This is bigger. My car is bigger. We use double G, not one G, and that's
Yeah.
because of this CVC, consonant vowel consonant. We double it. Different reasons we can say different things we do to this. But here, when we have VC and YC is like this, like play here, I have a vowel, you know that. So we keep it, we don't change it.
Vowel, yeah.
But when I say a study, I have to remove because D is not a vowel, is it? So these are some good rules for spelling. You can use that. But, okay, the same goes for this. Uh, listen. Listen to me. I'm listening. Should I write like this? Double N? Listening with double N, is it correct? Because we have CVC. TEN, CVC. So here we double it. Should we double it here too? So why? Rules are rules. No, no, no. Uh-huh.
It's an exception.
Because the T is silent.
Okay. I'll give you another example. Develop. Do we say developing like this? Is it correct? Develop. The P
No.
is not silent. The O is not silent. The L is not silent. So what's happening?
Yeah.
These are things you know, but you've never thought about them. Yes, you just write them every day. But it's good to know the reason, the rules here. You just think, just guess.
We always think that there is no rule and you have to just memorize them.
No, no. We have rules for
Maybe
everything.
because
For
Uh,
almost
the
everything.
O is a strong vowel.
Because what?
no.
The O is a strong vowel.
The strong vowels could be,
No?
could be. One of the answers. Let's wait for others. I want others to
Uh,
answer. Then.
how about the syllabus? More than
Aha.
2 syllables? Yeah.
Syllables. Okay, more than two syllables. So how many syllables do we have? Develop. How many syllables do we have?
Develop. 3.
So how do you say that? This is not a good. So I think it's a good day.
Develop.
Yeah, I think tonight is a good place, a good time to talk to discuss something like this. So how do you find how many syllables we have in a word, in a verb, whatever?
With
In the vowels.
yeah, with vowels. Yes. Develop. Yeah, 3 vowels. 3 vowels.
You
Yeah.
mean because we have three vowels, we have three syllables?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so.
So what about
No.
restaurant? Restaurant had like I think three or four vowels. What about so
Um,
different verbs?
No, when
mm,
you find the vowel consonant and sound vowel, you can now what is the part of them?
Okay, just this, nothing else. For example, we have psychology. For example, how many vowels? How many vowels do we have? Do we have the same syllables as we have the vowels? So let me read the chat. We do that only with short words with one vowel. No, no, because it has more than one
no.
syllable.
No.
So, Lit Baba says developing has one P because the stress is on the last syllable. So the final consonant, So do you agree with what our friend's saying? Lit, I think. Yeah. Do you agree with lit or eat?
About what?
The text she sent. It says because of the stress, like the stress is not on the last syllable. That's why we don't double it.
Mhm.
So here on the same side we
I
have
don't think.
commit. Yes. How do you write commit? So with two T or just one T? Two T's or one T? Commit. Submit.
One.
With two T's, right? So the same thing, CVC, but here we have double T, but here we have one P. So something our friends said very good. It depends on the stress syllable. When I say develop, the stress on the V here. It's in the middle. Develop. Listen. here. It's not because of the
Yes.
T. The T is not something, that's something else. Listen. I don't say listen. I don't say listen to me. Listen to me. Develop. I don't say develop. No, develop. But I say commit. I don't say commit. Commit a crime. Submit. That's why. So third syllable matters. It's really important where the third syllable is. If it's
Oh,
here, we use double T. But if it's not, we don't do that. And how we find the syllable is when we uh, reach a consonant. Okay, for example, I say develop. When I say when the air is blocked, develop. So here the air is blocked. We call it fricative in linguistics. So whenever you stop breathing, you stop. I mean, if you
well,
keep doing this, you will just choke something like this. Then you have actually syllable. It's not like you say develop. Something in many languages we have. So these are some important notes here. But uh, eat eats.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can say that for the words that comes only in one syllable, like big. So we have to follow one rule, and we have to double it, like bigger.
Yes. Yes, because the stress is on the part. Actually, we're not talking about how many syllables we have. That's not important. We're talking about the fact that
Yeah.
whether or not the stress syllable is on the part we need, is on CVC. Okay? It could be one
Yeah.
syllable, we call it monosyllable, or multisyllable, means so many syllables, more than two here. So, yes, big, the stress is here. I mean, it has only one stress, and the stress is on
Yes. Yes. One
BIG.
syllable.
Okay, bigger. Big, bigger.
Bigger. Yeah.
We do this. Very good. That was a nice question. Thank you. So drink, drinks, run, runs, so on and so forth. If the verb ends in one of these letters, we add es. Pass, passes. Watch, watches. Go, goes, and mix. For example, why do we say watch and we say watches with es, not s? What's the problem? Why should we use an extra e for this when we can simply say what's? Is it correct? Can we say what's?
Uh,
No,
because
no,
we
cause
want to
that's a word.
simplify the pronunciation.
Uh,
I think it's because ch is like a voiceless consonant.
uh-huh. You're close to that. Voiceless, you're talking about actually the sound of actually, because we have three criteria, three indexes we have. Not this one, something else. So our friend
I think
says,
it's almost.
uh-huh.
Mm,
Yeah, go on.
I think it's if we don't do that, it's almost impossible to pronounce.
Why?
Actually,
Why is it almost impossible to
uh,
pronounce?
mm, how do I
How do you
say?
pronounce ch? The ch sound. Because these are very basic things in linguistics and phonetics. Huh? Phonetics, how we pronounce sounds, speech sounds. These are some really need to know or must know topics in order to fully understand the language. Because yeah, you can memorize, we can all memorize things, but it's better to learn them instead of memorizing them. You are all correct. You know the correct form. But why that's the case? So you see, ch sound and for example fe sound, they are pronounced in different ways. Fe is like something we call it fricative, but che,
Labiodental.
very good, exactly,
Labiodental.
exactly. But che, so che is not labiodental. Labiodental is like, uh, for example, we can say
TH.
th, the, very good,
Th.
very good, the,
Yeah,
and the
th.
stress
Yeah,
point,
yeah. TH, yeah.
exactly, think,
Th,
labiodental.
yeah. Think,
Uh,
yeah.
so
Yeah. Labiodental. Yeah.
something we call them plosive.
Uh,
It's like an
yeah,
explosion.
yeah.
Boom. When I say bad,
Exactly.
bad
Yeah.
is like it's coming out. Che, che. That's why we cannot say what's. We say watches because it
Yeah.
has to come out.
But
Or there are so many students. For example, they say listened. Listen. For example, he listened. Say listened. Or for example, I don't know, work it, work it, not worked, work it. That's the reason. If it's not plosive, you don't need to add e. Worked. Or for I don't know, listened. N is nasal. But when you cannot say it's hard, we use es. The next one is easy.
Mhm.
We change y to ies, like study, studies. We talked about this. I just said it sooner. Play, because we have vowel plus y. So I talked a lot, I think, and these are some important rules here. But let's continue. Adverbs of frequency. Now it's your time. What are adverbs of frequency? What do they do? How do you use them?
Usually,
Uh huh. So you can both type
Often,
and use your microphone. Okay, go on.
happens in regular basis, but sometimes depends on the frequency. Sometimes it is low, sometimes it's high.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Good. Interesting. Nice. What about others? Other students. Don't be shy and don't rely on your friends. Do it yourself because you are learning, they are learning too. How you can learn efficiently and effectively? By typing. Pinila says play, plays, playing. Okay, interesting. I'd rather
And
memorize.
we can say that it wants to show the frequent of the action.
Uh huh, nice. So, in simple words, can we say how often something is repeated? How often we do something?
Yeah, yes.
Very
But
good.
often also is adverb of frequency already.
Yes, but how often is a structure here? How often? Like how long, for example. Very good.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah.
else? Anyone else wants? I think
Uh,
Ola.
what's the question? You asked about sentence like I sometimes go to a gym,
Just
like
sometimes.
that.
Adverbs of frequency. Sometimes, never, often, usually. What are these?
Yes.
What do they do?
Seldom, rarely.
So Ola, what do you think?
Um, I sometimes go to a gym, um, and often go to a park with my kids.
So okay, let's talk
Uh,
about this. So I, for example, often go. Uh, what did you say? I often go to the bar. Something you say. You say. Okay.
to the park with my kids.
Park. Okay, I said park. So, okay, and I say I go to the park. For example, what's the difference between I often do something and I do something? What does it add? What values does this word often or thing like that add to our sentences in terms of meaning?
So I
Add,
The
think it's
adds
You
more
take
information about the frequency that you go to the park.
yeah,
Uh huh.
yes,
Very good. Always
yes.
daily.
Just
I often go to the yeah. I heard bar yeah with my kids. We don't normally do that. Routine. Very good.
I think the first sentence is focus on the frequency, emphasis in frequency
Aha.
rather than the second
Very
sentence.
good. Exactly. It emphasizes, like, as you said, the frequency of how often we do. Very good. Okay. So let's
Mm.
have someone read this for us. Who can read it? For example, Google. Can you read this for us?
Yeah, yeah. Adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency tell us how often something happens. They are commonly used with the present simple because this tense describes routines, habits, and repeated actions. Common adverbs of frequency and their meaning. Here's a breakdown from 100% always to 0% never. Adverb meaning example. Always, 100% of the time. I always wake up early. Usually, 80 and 90% of the time, she usually drinks coffee. Often, 60 at 70% of the time, they often go to the gym. Sometimes 30, 50% of the time, he sometimes forgets his keys. And rarely, 10 to 20% of the time, we rarely eat fast food. And finally, never. 0% of the time. She never smokes.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Exactly. So you can see that. So I have a question. We have 7 days. Yeah, in a week we have 7 days. When I say I always, wake up early. How many days in a week I wake up early? Out of seven.
7.
Of course,
Uh,
7.
7 days.
So,
seven, very good.
yeah.
When I say I rarely eat fast food, in 7 days, how many days do I eat fast food?
One day,
one or
maybe
two,
one
One or
day.
One
one or
or
One,
two,
two.
maximum
yeah,
One
three.
is the best answer here.
two.
One. When I say sometimes, you can say two or three because
1 or 2.
sometimes normally it's fifty
Three or
percent.
four.
It means it's like half. So seven half is like 3 to
Mhm.
4. I never means 0 days. So she never smokes. Very good.
Zero.
These are some interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, we have different adverbs too, like barely, scarcely, seldom, so on and so forth. But normally they are here. And what do we call these two? First, this question. When I say he barely speaks Russian, what does it mean?
Means that he rarely speaks.
Almost, almost
Close
never.
enough.
Barely and barely are
Almost never.
almost the same.
Okay, another one. Okay, he never speaks Russian.
That
What does
means
it mean?
that he don't speaks. He
Never.
don't
Means
never do
then
it.
not once.
So
Do some.
can we interpret a sentence like this? He doesn't speak Russian. Our friend says
Yeah.
people. Very good. But my sentence is positive. He never speaks Russian. He speaks Russian. He never speaks Russian. But the meaning is negative. Or when I say
Negative, yeah.
he barely speaks Russian, almost he doesn't speak Russian. Yeah, almost,
Yeah.
literally. So
Almost zero.
very good.
Yeah.
So what do we call such adverbs of frequency? When they negate our
Uh,
sentences. Just guess, it's fine.
Negative.
Very good. Negative what?
Negative one, yeah.
Neg-
Negative frequency, I don't know.
and adverbs of frequency. Very good.
Adverbs after the frequency, yeah.
They are useful in different grammar structure, like inversion. Never have I seen, never have I played. These are some advanced topics we'll discuss later. But word order. Where should I use this always, often, sometimes? Should I say
After subject.
after subject? So you mean
And before the main verb.
so if I said for example, I swim always. Would that be correct? I swim always.
No,
No.
it's incorrect.
What?
The correct. Yeah, I always swim. I always
I
I
swim.
always
always
swim,
swim.
yeah.
Okay, so is it correct to say she is always happy or she always is happy? You said he always swims. So I say he always is late. Is it correct? He always is late.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
is always late.
She's
I think in
always
that
that.
case,
He always is late.
the adverb goes after the verb to be, but before the main verb.
Very good.
Main verb,
Very good.
yes.
So if I have them
But after the auxiliary verb.
very good. Very good. Here we say the verb
After
be.
auxiliary
Very
verb,
good.
yeah.
Here we say be, but technically you're correct. Auxiliary verb. Like he can swim
Auxiliary
or
verb, yeah.
he is always happy. For example, he can always help you after the auxiliary or before the main verb. They're different interpretation, but the same thing.
Yes.
Main verb.
Yeah.
Main verb, you know the meaning of main verb. Like some actions or a state.
Yeah.
Study, sleep, easy. I'll always say, but he's always happy. These are some common mistakes students have. A negative, we talked about this. So, for example, again, Google, could you just continue this for us? Negative adverbs of frequency.
Word order rule. Before the main verb, I always study at night. After the verb to be, she is always happy. And negative adverbs of frequency. Negative adverbs of frequency indicate that something almost never happens. Examples: hardly ever, 5% frequency. I hardly ever watch TV. Seldom, 10% frequency. She seldom eats junk food. And rarely, 15% frequency. They rarely travel abroad.
Very good. So you know this symbol, it means almost, not even 5%. Almost 5%. Very good. And what does it mean, junk food?
Food that is not healthy,
Unhealthy,
Burger,
unhealthy food.
not good
Fast food,
for your health.
chips, fries.
Aha, fast food.
Fried.
fast food.
Fast food. Can we say fast food?
Uh,
Or unhealthy food?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, very good.
Oh, it's a
unhealthy.
synonym.
Another synonym for fast food is junk food, and when you say junk food, it implies the fact that you hate fast food and you think fast food can just hurt you or it can, for example, uh, as our friend said, it's unhealthy. So junk food has some kind of meaning to junk food. Junk, you know the meaning of junk, like trash. So do you agree, by the
Yeah.
way? Can we say fast food is really junk
Of
food?
course,
Of course.
of
Uh,
course.
and
Yeah, I do agree.
Okay.
Where we can put frequently in the chart.
Sorry, come again?
Where we can put frequently in the chart above.
I think
Frequently.
it is the same of
That's a good question.
usually.
Uh huh.
Frequently is the same as usually.
Usually, very good. Usually or often you can say frequently.
Yeah,
Very good.
80,
Usually
90%.
is the same as frequently.
Well, they are not the same. Let me tell you something. Words, each word has its own value. Okay, when I say usually, when I say frequently, when I say often, they all have their own values. Okay, but they are close to each other. Yes, you can say that. But
Mm,
frequently, you can use, but normally we use them in adverbs, for example, in different situations. But yes, you can use that, and that's not a problem. Pro tip: never already has a negative meaning, so don't use not. We call them double negatives. Like you use two negatives. I don't never eat meat. It means never never. So that doesn't make sense. In mathematics, because our friend asked for calculus, like they say two negatives, it makes it positive. Yes, in English it's not like
Yeah.
this. You cannot say I don't ever eat meat. It means I eat meat. We don't have this. I don't ever eat meat. You can say that, for example. But I don't never know.
Mhm.
In some situations, in some grammars, like tag questions. So what are tag questions? Does anyone know? Tag questions.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example? What is tag question?
You do you do that, don't
Very
you?
good.
It is
Very
the
good.
tech question.
Exactly. We can use double negatives in different situations like this with the same purpose, but not here. Time expression. So we have adverbs of frequency, like adverbs, and we have time expressions. We can call them expressions of frequency. To some extent, they call it like every day, week, month, on Mondays in the morning. We can use them.
Mm,
What's the difference? Where should we put them? For example, use every week. Every week. Where should you put it in a sentence? I every week
At the
play.
beginning,
Before the time adverb time adverb, yes.
So for example, I eat junk food, for example. Where should we put this every week?
on the end,
the end of
At the end of the sentence.
At the
I eat
end.
junk food every week.
Is it the
Normally at the end, but no,
but?
but it's not always true. It depends on the stress,
it can be at the
depends on
beginning
the.
also.
So we can use it at the beginning too, yes? So what's the difference?
Yes, when you want to when you want to emphasize in every day, you can use it at the beginning of the sentence, I think.
Exactly. If you want to emphasize it, we can use a perfect. But there's only a little tip here. When you use it at the beginning, you have to use a comma. Every week, comma,
Mhm,
I go to.
mhm,
This is an interesting point. In written English, of course. Every week, comma,
mhm.
I go. You can do this. But at the end of the sentence, no. I go to school every week, every day, so on and so forth. Examples: he usually drinks tea. They never eat fast food. But we have 44 students here, which is perfect. Every one of you, every person, start writing your own example. One or two examples. Just write. Be creative. Let's see how creative you are. And use a simple present tense using an adverb or expression of frequency. Let's see, for example, one of them. I go to school every day. This is my sentence. What about yours? Let's think. Let's type it. Typing is better. Let's think and type. Several people are typing. This is perfect. This is how you can learn. I am always
Oh,
hungry.
it's the first time.
Okay. Sorry, what?
It's the first time I joined the class. I'm telling that it's the first that I joined the class. I'm not very familiar how it works. So I'm doing my best.
Perfect. You're doing great so far. That's perfect. Yeah,
Thank you.
these are actually Discord, especially this server and other servers. Uh, it's a great opportunity for people to learn English different
Yeah,
way.
sure.
Perfect.
Of course. And you are
Thank
great.
you. Thank you very much. So I'm always hungry. I'll barely go to cinema every day. I want a burger. I often do programming. Nice, nice. I seldom do the dishes. Interesting. I go to the gym every. This is an interesting word. Every other day. Very good. Interesting. What about others? 45 people, 45 sentences. Don't rely on each other. Okay, for example, Google write something. So let me just listen. No, do it yourself. I wake up every day at 7 a.m. Okay, speaking of speaking of every day, I have a question here. I think I asked you in our book club session, but I'm gonna repeat because we have new students here. Every day, like this, with a space here, and every day. What's the difference? What are they? Every day and every day. What's happening? Which one is correct?
Every single day. Both I think is correct, but the first one is every single day. Am I right?
But the second one means?
The second one is adverb of it is adverb, but the first one not.
So what is the first one? Nice.
The first one, every is the day is a day, but every is adverb of we can say frequency. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Interesting. That's nice. Perfect. Let's wait for others. Other people, you can use your microphones or type. I sleep 2 times a day. Okay, that's a lot. So who wants to? Can you give an example? Okay. No, if I give you an example, I will spoil the answer. I don't want to spoil the answer. Royal says every day is an adjective, but every day is an adverb. We can't wear everyday clothes, and I go to school every day. Could be. Thank you. In first one, we're focusing on day. More, I don't know. That's fine. Very good. What about others? Come on, just share your opinions. In a school or a school? At a school. I go to school. Both of them I use.
I think the first every day
Uh huh.
come in the first sentence, and the second one at the end.
So no, we're not talking about
The
the
second,
phrase. We're talking about
I
the
guess
meaning, like
the, f-
the part of a speech.
the first one means like every single day. The second one is like regularly, commonly.
There's a perfect synonym, perfect word, something you can say that. I need that one.
each day.
No, 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 no.
For the first one, we
For the
can
second one,
no.
for every day, just there is a one word that conveys the meaning. Just one word. It is started with D. Thank you. Daily.
Daily.
Very good. Daily.
Daily,
Daily.
daily.
So,
For the for
example,
the second
for the
one,
second one, yeah, without a space here. The
okay.
first one, you know that.
Mhm.
Expression of frequency, time expression, you can see here. I go to school every day. You know that, very simple. But we use present simple in our everyday conversations. We use this grammar in our everyday conversations. Means our daily conversations that we have every day. As an adjective, as our friend Royal said that, thank you. Every day, the second one without a space, an adjective. Everyday conversation, everyday things. But every day
Mhm.
is an adverb, time expression. So these are different. They convey the same meaning, sure, but part of a speech, they are different. Value, they are different.
Yes,
Oh, got it. Perfect. I feel
yes.
okay. I can hear. You can hear. Okay. So these are some interesting things. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's go with our friend Michael. Michael, can you read it for us? Oh, Michael, we cannot hear you. That's fine. Let's go with.
Once you,
Uh huh.
I can read
Okay.
because once you asked me to read and I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
common mistakes. Yes.
Let's go.
Can I
Yes,
go?
sure.
Forgetting the S in third person singular. He like pizza. No, he likes pizza. Using present continuous instead of present simple. I'm going to school every day. I go to school every day. Rhyme word order in questions. Does he can swim? Can he swim?
Thank you very much. Exactly. Forgetting the S is
Okay.
common. Even I think even native do that, but that's fine. Like he like pizza. That's fine. He likes pizza. It's not a
Oh,
big deal, but academically speaking, because there are two different things in linguistics. We have prescriptive approach and descriptive approach. These are two important things. First, do you know anything about them? Prescriptive and descriptive approaches. What are they? Before you say something, I think some of you are wondering how you can download the PDF. You can just join my Telegram. I will send the link again on my Telegram channel. You can download the PDFs for free and different quizzes, so on and so forth. But back to our topic: descriptive approach versus prescriptive approach. What are they? Thanks for the link. Sure.
uh, I just can guess through the meaning of the descriptive. It is something that you can describe
Perfect.
what exactly happening. But prescriptive is something that you have to do. No question.
Aha, very
Maybe
good. It's the doctor
this is a
prescribes.
rule. We can.
Aha, very good. The doctor prescribes something for you when you are sick, for example. As our friend Sasan
Yeah,
said exactly.
yeah,
Rules you have to follow.
yeah,
He likes, not he like. Rules are rules. So,
yeah, yeah.
there are so many topics here we can discuss in this too. Prescriptive says whatever the rules are, follow them. But descriptive says no. Let's see how people are using, what people are using, and that's fine. Many people say he like, or for example, discuss. I think I said that in our book club session, but that's fine. Discuss about something or discuss something. Let's discuss about, I don't know, X, or let's discuss X. Which one is correct? Using about or not using about? That's the question.
Hello.
Sorry, what was the question?
My question is,
Uh,
let's discuss about something or let's discuss something using about or not using about for discuss.
Not using about.
Not using about. So why there are so many people saying let's discuss about this topic, and that's correct. Probably you're saying they are wrong. They are wrong.
Because I heard native speakers ask each other, let's discuss something, let's discuss that,
Very
let's
good.
discuss that.
But but wait.
They are not using about.
But non-native speakers from different countries, okay, some of them they use discuss about because in their mother tongue. I don't know if you have any. I think Sasan is from
yeah,
Iran. Yes, we use discuss about. If you translate
yeah,
it word by word, or in Russian, I know on different languages they use about. They just simply say what they know based on their mother tongue. Both of them are correct, but prescriptive approach says no. About not using about, as you mentioned, is correct one. Portuguese as well. Perfect.
yeah.
I always use about.
And
And this is
we
correct.
have a
Sasan.
excuse me. We have a linguistic terms for that. I forgot it. Maybe you can help me. Because of that, that's something that comes into your in your origin language, and it's ban you and prevent you to use the correct form in the um uh, destination. How do I say? in the second language that you are learning. I forgot the term of that. It's a very I forgot. Sorry.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know exactly what you mean, but
Maybe I find it and
it's
tell
fine.
you
Yes, that's
later.
fine. But the point is, it both of them are correct. Descriptive says discuss about. It conveys a meaning. When I say let's discuss about something, you understand my point. And let's discuss something, you understand it too. But understand something is correct. So that's fine. So my point is, don't just I don't know, just panic or just say, oh, I have to say he likes pizza. Yes, but if you say he likes pizza in your conversations, that's not a big deal because many students think, oh, if they say he likes pizza, they know nothing about English, and people laugh at them. No, it's not happening. I'm going to go to school every day. We don't use that because adverbs of frequency talks about how often we do something. When I say I am going, I am doing means right now. You cannot repeat something at the moment. How can you say I am going to a school right now but every day? That doesn't make sense. So we don't
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, exactly.
But we use I am always losing my keys. I think I once talked about this. I am, or let's say for example, she is always losing her keys. Is it correct? She's always losing her keys? We just said that's not correct.
No, no, without. I think without s is correct.
She's always, you mean?
W- Yeah, yeah, without is, I
Ah, with
think.
that is like she always
Yeah.
losing. Can we say she always losing? Ing without to be verb. Is it possible?
And maybe it is irritating.
Very good.
Something that is
Indeed,
irritating.
very good. Yes,
Yeah.
irritation, frustration. Like the lady
Irritation.
always.
Frustration.
I
Yeah.
said, oh my gosh, she's always losing her keys. Come on, it's not something hard. So you're angry, you're frustrated, as you said, irritated because of that, or I'm always
Yeah.
forgetting something, so on and so forth. We can use this in this context in this topic.
Can I say
Sure.
something? Can I say something? It was that was language interference
Uh huh.
when your first language banned you.
Interferes.
Yes, this is why that I forgot.
Very
Yes,
good.
I just found it in chat GBT. Sorry.
Perfect. That's great. Yes, as you said,
Okay.
your mother tongue, your L1 interferes the second
Yeah, yeah,
word.
interference.
Yes,
Yes,
perfect.
interference.
Thank you. That
Yes.
was great.
Sorry, to interrupt you.
Yes. Wrong word order again. Does he can swim? When you say can, we don't say does. He can swim. Can he swim? Basically. But special uses. So
Mhm.
how do you pronounce this before we even talk about this topic? Which one? One. Special uses or two. Special uses. Use. Which one? I'm asking simple questions, but at the same time they're difficult. Yes.
Use is noun. Use is noun.
So which one?
But
Which one should
use
we
is
use here?
as a verb.
Which one should we use here?
Mm,
I guess uses
With Z.
Special use. No, it is you. No, no,
with the
you
like this some
uses.
So special is adjective.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah
We have
this
an adjective here. Normally, after an adjective, when we're describing something, we use a noun. As our friend said, when we have a noun, we say
Yeah,
uses, special
use.
uses of the present simple. This is
Uh,
another important topic. For example, this one: close the door. Yes. Please close the door. Close the door. But she is my close friend. Is it correct? She's my close friend.
Close friend.
Close.
yeah
Close friend.
correct. Close with like
Is
s when you're talking about being near to
Very
something,
good.
and close when you're talking about a verb that, for example, close the door, close the window.
Perfect. Exactly. Now, here is an adjective. She's my close friend. So pronunciation matters. Friend Royal said, "Is it the third time?" I think it's the
yes.
fifth time, Royal. But because every session we have new students, it's worse repeating that. But that's perfect. So, okay, special uses. Uses. Let's go. Stative verbs. You know the state. I think you know stative verbs. What are stative verbs?
I don't know what that
Okay,
is.
let's wait for others. That's fine. State verbs, non-progressive verbs, non-continuous verbs, non-action verbs. They have so many
Yeah.
names.
I can say that it is feeling verbs. Is it
Yes,
correct?
to some extent, some of them, yes.
So,
For example,
yeah.
can you name some of them? The
Uh,
most important one is love. Yes, it's super famous.
I love you, for
I
instance.
love you too.
You cannot say I'm loving
Yes,
you. Yeah.
very good.
Doesn't make sense.
Uh-huh. I'm loving you, but it makes sense. We will talk about this. But love, hate, like, imagine, recognize, yes? These are some verbs
Yeah.
that they state. They describe a state, not an action. When I say
Yeah.
cooking is the process and action of cooking something. But when I say
Yeah.
like, so some verbs are not used in the present continuous because they describe a state. So I believe in ghost. She knows the answer. Not I'm believing in ghost. But
Can we say that?
uh-huh.
Sorry, can we say that there are sometimes some
Of
exception even
course.
for those verbs?
Yes, yes.
Of course. Okay.
For example, think. Have is very basic one. Have. I have a car. Is it correct? I have a car. Yes.
Yes,
What
Yeah.
about
I have a car. Yeah.
I have a car? You know that for dinner, for eating, we can use have to. For take a shower, we can use have to. Can I say I'm having dinner? Right now, I'm having dinner. What are you doing? Oh, I'm having dinner. Okay, I'll call you back later. I'm having dinner.
Yeah.
So, have
Yeah.
is a stative verb. The meaning is important. If it conveys possession, like I possess, I own something, I own a car, it's my
Yeah.
property, asset.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah.
it's we cannot say I'm having a car, unless you mean I'm going to buy a car, like we're having a baby. You know that, like it's going to give a birth. But I'm having dinner means I'm eating. Yes. Very
Eating.
good.
Yeah.
Have a
Yes.
shower. Sometimes they use it too. I'm having a shower. Take is better, but we can use that too. Think too. I think when you describe opinion, I think it's good. But what are you thinking about? What are you thinking
Yeah.
about? Means currently, right now. So yes, of course. Of course we can use them. But you said love, we cannot say I'm loving. Again, Royal, we said is it for the fourth time. Yes. I am loving it. This is so important. I am loving it. It's McDonald's slogan. Is it correct? Of course you say yes, you say no, but why?
Yeah. Yes, because little by little, I'm getting fall in love with that. Am I right? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, very good. So let's wait for others. Very good. That's great.
That's
So
correct. Because loving is like a state, and it is an emotion, a feeling.
emotion at the moment, yes. When I'm, for example, let's say I'm having a sandwich. I'm having, for example, I don't know, pizza, whatever. When I take the first bite, second bite, I said, I'm loving this. I'm enjoying every moment of having this sandwich, of eating this sandwich. I'm loving it. Yes? So in that case, you can say,
Yeah.
I mean, they have this, it is a slogan for McDonald's. I'm loving it. And that was perfectly selected. It means when you, for example, eat out of sandwiches, you will love them. I'm loving it. Saying, you can say I'm hating it, but I'm loving it is
Yeah.
more famous. So again, in many textbooks, they say we don't usually, huh? Usually, we don't use love with ing, a stative verb with ing. When we say usually, we just learned that. It means 60%. So we have 40% of the time that we use ing for love. This is one of it. This is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Advanced, I think it's over. Yeah, advanced tips, advanced notes for advanced students. So someone who didn't talk Zachariah, I think. Zachariah, I think. Could you
Yeah.
read it for us?
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you.
So advanced tips for mastering the present simple. Conditions, conditionals, zero and first conditionals. If you hate ice, it melts. If you heat ice, it melts. If she studies, she passes the exam. narrative present for storytelling and sports commentary. The hero enters the castle and sees a dragon and okay, fixed expressions and proverbs. Actions speak louder than words. The early bird catches the worm.
Thank you. Very good. So conditionals,
Yeah, you're
we
welcome.
will have another session talking about each of them. Zero, first, second, and third, and mixed. But yes, zero states facts, and that's why we use present simple. If you heat ice, it melts. Fact. If she studies, she passes, or even you can use first conditional. She will pass. So the first one, which we call it the if clause, we will talk about clause later because we're running out of time. We can use present simple. With zero conditional, we can use past simple too. It has another story. Something our friend, I don't know who, but someone mentioned about the storytelling, narration. I think it was, I don't know who he or she was, but very good. The hero enters the castle and sees a dragon. You are storytelling. You are using a storytelling, yes? Or commentary. What is commentary? Sports commentary.
Actually, you narrate the action
Aha.
at the moment of action,
Yes, we call him
at
commentator.
the moment that is happening.
Very good.
Yeah.
Rate the sport. You just describes what happening on the field. For soccer, for instance, we can say.
Yes. For instance, yes.
Sports, track, whatever. So, fixed expression and proverb. Yes, action is speak. We don't say actions are speaking louder.
Hello.
Hello. We don't say actions are speaking louder. The word catches the
I
point.
think I can't hear anyone. I don't know
You said so.
why.
Okay, wait. Let me. Check settings. I think sometimes it happened. You need to just close Discord and open it again. It happened. So the early bird catches the worm. So what does it mean? Let's talk about these two for a second. This one. What does it mean? The early bird.
Oh, we have an expression in Farsi, but I don't want to say
Yes. Very good.
that. Anyway,
Newborn.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
the early you wake up, you have more time to actually take care of your stuff, and you are more successful. I think something like this.
Exactly.
I can say.
Exactly. Very good. And here we have actions to speak louder than word. I think it's pretty easy. Something like all
Yes.
bark, no bite. Something like that.
Yeah.
Examples.
Yeah.
So we don't cover examples. It's something optional. You can download the PDF on my Telegram channel if you want, or the website I have, and just study and read these sentences. But that was it actually. It was a general, let's say, we covered present simple. We can say from beginner to advanced or upper intermediate. I mean, so important notes here. And if you have any question, and by the way, I've been recording the class as usual. I will upload it on my YouTube channel, so you can review it or send it for your friends to just review it or just learn something. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you, everybody. The class is over. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Anything to say, any questions you might have. And thanks for being with us. It's been exactly 67 minutes.
Thank
You
you
so
very
much for your
much.
time.
Great. Thank you for being
Thank
with
you
us.
so much for your
It was
time.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you, Sasan and others. And
Really,
thanks for
thanks.
cooperating. That was great. I love this interactive classes when I'm not the only person who's talking. And people in the chat, that was great. I saw so many people typing, and that was perfect. I am French. That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the class. Thanks, teacher. Perfect. Perfect. So have a good day. Have a good week. See you. On Monday. On Mondays we have book club. Book club session. We are reading the book, The Compound Effect, by Darren Hardy, and we're talking about the words, so on and so forth. But on Wednesdays we cover a grammar topic like present simple. Last week it was present perfect, I think.
So you only come Monday and Wednesday. That's
Yeah,
it.
here, yes. In this server, yes. Mondays and Wednesday, almost the same time. Mondays are like
Mhm.
9 in my time zone, and Wednesday are 8. But you can see the timetable according to the time zone you are. So hope to see you guys again. I can hear now. Perfect. Here with E and A. But that was perfect. That's perfect that you can hear us now. So have a lovely day. Have a lovely week.
Yeah.
And see you guys next week on Monday or probably Wednesday. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Have
very
a good
much.
Thank
one.
you. Goodbye.
For your have a good time.
Bye.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're
Thank
awesome.
you. You too.